Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions of this Miss A makeup that I got. I have some products from them that I already know that I like, and some others are new. I want to rebuild my makeup collection such that I have like a full face of makeup products. I have some makeup products, but I don't have some others. I left most of my makeup back in Rwanda. I am literally still in the process of buying everything that I need. And one of the things that I need / want is makeup. And I'm starting with the cheapest. So I'm starting with the cheapest, trying to find like a full face of products that I like for my makeup. And I will start from cheap to expensive. That's usually how I do my shopping. There's no reason to buy something for like $40 when something for like $5 could have worked. So if I try the $1 makeup, it doesn't work, then I try the $5 makeup and it doesn't work, then I can try a $10 product, so on and so forth. But I know some of the $1 products will work. So let's try them. I got this cute pouch just for me to have something to carry my makeup in case I'm traveling or something like that. And then also these 2 sheet masks. So let's try some makeup. I'll just get this hair out of the way. I got these 2 concealers. This one is the Locked Creamy Concealer in the shade DW1. And then this one is the Flawless Liquid Concealer in the shade D2. So I'm on the hunt for a concealer that I can use without foundation, that I can just use to cover up my dark marks and do like a no makeup look. I am short-sighted. I can't use the camera to see what I'm doing, hence the Fenty bronzer that I'm using like a mirror. So let's see. I don't like the color. It's way more red than me. The undertone isn't working. No, this is too dark for me. I'm hoping you guys can see that. This, look at the color difference. It's not bad. The coverage is actually good. I'm using it with my finger because that's usually how I would apply makeup. If you want, you can use a brush, you can use a sponge. I have both. I bought both. I have the Beauty Blender dupe, the Popo Wonder Blender. This is actually very nice. These are very nice, very known from them. And I also bought like this foundation brush, as well as this one for like concealer, but I'm using my fingers to test simply because that's how I usually would use the product. I like this applicator. Let's see the shade. Okay, I have a bit more hope for this one. This shade is looking a lot better than the other one I tried. Yes, definitely better. Like, it literally blended in my skin and you can't see it anymore. Nice. Yes. Ah. This was the shade. This one, not so much. These are marks from my glasses because I wear glasses for my short-sightedness. And they are very cute glasses, but I don't like what they've done to my face. I also got the Slim Brow pencil in the shade Ebony. This is not my first time buying this. I've bought it before. I know it, I like it. I've repurchased this a number of times. It's a good pencil and it's what, $2 Canadian? It just makes sense. I truly think all these expensive makeup products are just cheap products, but we are paying for the name and the brand and all this. And also the thing about makeup is one thing that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, it generally doesn't make sense to me to spend a lot of money for just a brand on something. But at least if, say, you bought something like a bag or jewelry, you're gonna wear it and people are gonna see and be like, oh, okay, she's wearing ABCD brand, right? But for makeup, you wear it and no one knows what you used. So unless you're like an influencer or whatever, and you in people's screens saying, okay, I'm using blah 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 blah, unless that's the case or really a product works for you, there's really no reason to spend an exorbitant amount of money on makeup. Oh, I like this concealer, you guys. I truly do, because it concealed the dark marks that I have. The dark spots are quite dark, so it has a really good coverage and it matches my skin. I also got this thing of makeup brushes. So it comes like this, and these closes, again, easy to carry when I'm traveling. It has, I just dropped a couple, 10 makeup brushes in it. Even though this concealer matches me, I am now noticing that it has a very pinkish undertone. I'm just trying to see how buildable it is, because this, I have a pimple right now and also some like already dark mark there. So I want to leave it to sit for some time to see how buildable the coverage is on it. It's not matching perfectly, but it's doing a much better job than any other concealer that I have. I got this lip stain. It's called Magical Girl in the shade Cheyenne. I don't know how to say that. So just to let it stain my lips, I'm just going to apply it while I do other stuff. I just had some lip balm on that I'm wiping away. This is the lip stain on. I like the color. I personally prefer darker colors on me because I have quite dark lips. So when I use lighter colors, it doesn't show up how I want it. I'm just gonna leave that for now and do other things. We'll come back to the lips later. Continuing with brows, I got this clear brow gel to hold the brows in place. The brow gel, I can't see if it's going to be holding the brows all day or even hold them for any amount of time. But what I can tell you is it's mixing with the product that I had just applied and removing it. What I'm thinking is if I want to use it, that maybe I put it in my brows first and then apply the pencil after, or just use it how I was thinking without any pencil, like without anything in my brows. But together with the pencil, this is literally coming off. I had this in the option to be a shimmery palette or a matte option. I went with the matte, and then I also got this tiny palette, 9 colors. I liked the color selection, the purples, and this color. I like this color a lot. Oh, this palette right here, I don't know if you can see it. It says warning, cancer and reproductive harm. So this could give me cancer and probably cause harm to my reproductive system. I don't like that. I do not like it, but watch me use it. I got this blending brush. It's not part of the set that I showed you. So the set looks like this. They look rose gold, but then I have some other brushes that I bought from the site. So I just bought this one. It's the E141. I'm gonna go in with this one, this shade right here. Okay, that's showing up. Is showing up, but blending it is not easy. But it is definitely showing up. I don't know if you can see the difference between this eye and this one. Like you can see, this is still like a dark lid naturally, but then this looks more smooth. So like enhancing my natural features, not trying to hide them in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to do the same thing over here. I like to bring my eyeshadow out just a bit, just kind of creating a wing shape. I can't tell if the reason why I'm having a hard time blending this is because of the brush or because of the eyeshadow. It's not too bad. It's nothing that you can't work with, but it's definitely not the easiest. So I also like to bring this some shadow down this way. What happened to the concealer that I had added here? You remember I had added concealer and this had completely disappeared, or so it seemed like. Did it just go away when I was doing this, or does the concealer itself disappear after some time? Let me reapply it and keep an eye on it. Like, I am then going to go in with this color on my lid using this brush, the E413. The color is definitely buildable. So I'm just gonna go back with the same brush that I used for the first shade and blend. I'm going to use this dark shade, this one from this small palette for the outer corner of my eye. So this is this eye using this shimmer shade, and on this other eye I only used this. So the difference on both eyes is literally just one uses this color and then the other uses this one from this palette. Two different looks, same palette, but they appear different. I prefer this one because I wear glasses, so I like my eyeshadow when I'm wearing it for like parties and events to be dramatic so that it can be seen underneath the glasses. But this would be more of a casual, laid back look. So I do like this palette better than this one. I don't really like this one. It's usable, but not the best. Keeping with the eyes, I also got this eyeliner. like a felt tip eyeliner, and then a gel eyeliner. I suck at eyeliner. Like, I do not know how to use a felt tip eyeliner. I want to learn, but I'm just gonna try to use it and see. I'm gonna stop messing with it because the more I try to correct it, the more I'll make it worse. But it's usable. I suck at eyeliner, and that wasn't too bad of an experience. So if you know how to use eyeliner, I've seen people like really, really like this one. The same way they really like the beauty blender, like the makeup sponge. People really like this eyeliner, and it's so cheap. If you know how to use a felt tip eyeliner, highly recommend this one. Don't judge what I just did. Don't judge this by my skills. I suck at eyeliner, but the product itself is good. So on this other eye, I'm just gonna try this gel liner. This product is very confusing to me. So I'm trying to like roll it or anything, and it doesn't work. And it seems like it's just this amount of product that you get, which, yes, I bought it for $1, but this seems strange. Like, I feel like it should be able to roll up and down or something. Anyways, I managed to put it on. You can see that I have eyeliner on. I also used it under my eye, but it smudges. So, but then that could be an application error. I should have held my eye and did this, but I'm only working with one hand because I have to hold the makeup close to me. If I had like one of those magnifying mirrors where I can see my face close to me, which is probably what I need to get to do my makeup with my short sight, you can hold your eye and apply it. I don't think it would smudge. But the felt tip was easier to create sharp lines than this one. So for this, you have to create a thicker line. I don't know if you can see this. This is much thicker than this. So this one, using it to create a sharp small line is, I don't see how you could do that. Maybe skill. This is easier to create a sharp line. This is easier to create bigger lines. They are for different looks. You can use them to achieve two different things. Moving on from the eyes, I got two different cream blushes. The first one being this Cheeky Miracle blush in the shade Peach Serenade. And the second one is this Venetian Romance Creamy Blush in the shade Parasol. This is the shade Parasol. The Peach Serenade is an orange blush. I wanted to try both of these colors because I've seen people saying that these colors work really well on deeper skin tones. The pigment is definitely there. My phone is not picking up what I'm seeing with my eyes, but I can definitely see the blush. It's definitely working for sure. It kind of looks great. So my microphone died, and I didn't know that it had died, and I kept speaking and I kept showing you guys stuff that I don't remember what I was saying. I wanted to show you guys my initial reaction to the other blush shade. It was so pigmented that I did not know what to do with myself. it was so pigmented that I stopped using the brush that I was using to apply it. And I took the beauty blender, like the sponge, sprayed it with some setting spray because I didn't want to dampen it with water. I prefer my sponges not completely damp. So once I put on the setting spray, I blended that blush out with the beauty blender, like the sponge, and that worked. Then I also got this pressed powder and that powder puff and applied it. Hated that powder. Absolutely hated it because it's supposed to be translucent, but it was looking white. It was looking white. If there's one thing I can tell you guys, stay away from the powders from this brand. I've tried their loose setting powder. I've now tried this, and all of them just. Mm-mm. It is worth it to buy a more expensive powder, in my opinion, if you are a deeper shade, because this looks wrong. There's no other way to put it. And I also tried this highlighter. I liked the shade. I liked how it showed up on both sides with the deeper blush and with the lighter one that you can barely see on the video, but I was seeing it in real life. It looked good. Then after that, I also tried the setting spray on my whole face. I wanted to see if it would tone down the whiteness of the powder and also if it would set my face. My audio will be back in just a few seconds. My microphone died. My microphone just died, and I do not know at what point it died. And the way this is set up is that I probably didn't have audio for a portion of this video. I had just tried the setting spray and it's so wet. Like, I don't know if the camera is picking up the droplets on my face, but do you see how wet that is? This side dried down, so probably maybe I applied pride. I applied too much setting spray on this side, and maybe that's user error. Maybe it's me. The sprayer is a bit aggressive. It seems like it did a pretty good job of like muting down that powder that looked so white. The last product I have that I'm going to try is this lip gloss. It's just a clear lip gloss, and I'm going to use my brow pencil on my lips just to give myself like a liner. The setting spray has finally dried down, and I think I like the setting spray. Yeah, I definitely like the setting spray. I like the lip gloss. I like this combo, but the lip stain situation, I kind of want to try applying it to my inner lip only and not the entire lip, like just the light parts of my lips and see. I think maybe I would like that better, but I just have to play around with it and see. I like how dark it is, and I also like the concept of applying this and then applying lip gloss over it. You would think that this is the lip gloss color, but say I was to drink something or eat or something like that, if the lip stain actually stains my lips and stays on, and all I have to do is reapply like the gloss and the color stays, that would be perfect. My face looks lopsided more than usual because I have different makeup on both sides of my face. This side is popping out a lot more than this one. These are the products that I liked. First, the brow pencil. Like I said, not my first time using this, not my last time purchasing from them. It works, it's cheap. It can't get any better than that. I like this concealer. It matches my skin pretty well. It's not perfect, but it matches it. And I was on the hunt for a concealer that I can just use without having to apply foundation, and this does that. The coverage seems nice. However, it also seems to need either a primer or a setting powder or a setting spray, something to make it last long. It's still on here, but there was a time it just disappeared, and I don't know if it's me who removed it or it just disappeared on its own. But yes, I like this. The shade mostly. I also like this small palette, this small eyeshadow palette. I like this palette. I mostly bought it for these colors, these purples, to match with the blush that I bought and also this lip stain. So I had kind of like a curated look in mind. So yeah, I don't care for these shades. They might as well not be there because I just don't think they would work for me personally. But I still like the palette for those shades. It was $1 and some cents, so worth it to me. Other products that I really like, both blushes, like I said, this, the pigment on this little thing, astronomical. This is what I have on this side. Very, very pigmented. I love it. I love the shade. Again, like I said, this shade with this lip stain and one of these purples for the eyes. I think it would eat. I also like this blush for a more subdued blush for a chill look, maybe makeup, no makeup, makeup look. This is also nice. I really like how it shows up. Very subtle, very, very cutesy, very demure, but it shows up. I like that it shows up on my skin tone, but it's gentle. This is in your face. I'm here. This girl is blushing. This one is like, maybe I'm blushing, maybe I'm not. Different vibes. Love them both. I also like this highlighter. This highlighter, it works. It works for both blush shades, and it's not bam in your face. It's also there. It's a nice pink. It's a rose gold. I like the shade. I like it. Also recommend this one. I also like the setting spray. I like the setting spray. The setting spray, the sponge, also like this. This itself seems nice. And then finally, the last thing that I would recommend is the eyeliner. I think if I managed to use it without crying, given that I don't know how to use eyeliner, someone who knows what they're doing would really like it. Also, the color, it shows up really nicely. Like, you can see the black. The line, please, no comment on my eyeliner skills. Like I said, zero eyeliner skills. I'm trying to learn, but you can see it, right? And it's sharp. The mistakes were mine, but the product works. The product works pretty well. I like it. Excited to try it, actually, to keep doing it until I know how to use eyeliner. Things I didn't try are the primer. Completely forgot about it. Didn't try the lash glue, didn't try the lashes. Stay tuned. I will try them at some point. And then also didn't use the face masks. Wasn't planning on doing that. I also didn't try these. This is a foundation brush. I'll use it in an upcoming video. This is also like a concealer brush, I believe. I'll also try that in another video and let you guys know how I like them. Things I didn't like. This palette, The fact that it has a warning for cancer and reproductive health concerns, that just no. But then also the color payoff is not that great. So this palette is what I used on this eye, and just sitting here making this video, the color is already disappeared. This one stays. This one is staying on. I use the same blending shade and the same, like the blending shade for both eyes was from this palette. This color, this one in particular, is what I used all over my eye. This is what I used for the outer corner for both eyes. For this eye, I used this shade. And then for this eye, I used this shade. So you can, it was more visible when I first applied it, but it's not lasting. I don't really like this palette. The health concerns and the color payoff is just it's giving I might never use it again. This gel eyeliner, granted I bought it because I know I suck at eyeliner and I was like, maybe let me buy something that I might be able to use. I don't really like it because it seems like such little product. Yes, I paid $1 for it, but just this, just this cutting, it just doesn't make sense to me. I almost forgot the brow gel. So the brow gel, when I was putting it on, I was like, I'm not sure it will hold, but my brows feel pretty much held in place. Like when I was applying the powder on my face, I noticed that the brows didn't move. I don't particularly like these brushes. This brush set, the quality seems iffy. I don't really like them like that. But they're cheap brushes, they're easy to carry. I'll have brushes for my makeup when I travel. So it's better than nothing, I guess. But I save your $10. I believe I bought this for $10 and I wouldn't recommend buying them. I had forgotten to mention that this is my receipt. I got 26 items for a grand total of $42. $42 for 26 items. Come on now. Come on. That's such a great deal. Also, I had some issues with my order. I ordered the first time not exactly these products, and then got it delivered to my address. Once UPS said it was delivered, I went down in my apartment complex building, like where they leave our packages, and I couldn't find my package. I asked around, tried to see if I could find it, texted with UPS, didn't find my package. It was probably someone that just stole it. And then I reached out to Miss A. I was like, hey, so I never received my package. I didn't get it. The notification says it was delivered, but I didn't see it. So they were kind enough to give me a voucher. They gave me like a voucher for the amount of money that I had spent. That way I can go and repurchase my items. They just said this is the first and only time that we will give a voucher for this address. Just make sure you deliver it to a safer address, something like that. I liked the customer care. I think it was very nice of them to do that. And I am a nobody. They do not know me. I'm just a regular customer who had just spent $40 on their account, and they gave me a voucher to repurchase my items because I hadn't gotten them. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, this was a long one. My thoughts were all over the place. We had problems with my microphone. A number of things were happening, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you've tried this brand before. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What do you think? And yeah, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.